Hey guys, it's Gwen and I'm back with another video. This time I'm sharing how I made some really cute bathroom decor that I think you will find to be very humorous. At least I think so. It adds a really cute touch to your bathroom. And I'm going to show you how I did them. Let's get on with these DIYs. Some of the items I will be using is this chalkboard wall sign that came from Dollar Tree. I'm also using those unfinished square wood beads that come on a strand. And I'm also using Waverly's antique wax, and I did create a Cricut vinyl decal using my Cricut cutting machine. The first thing I did was to remove this jute twine hanger, as I will not be utilizing that string. I'll be replacing that later on. So I took this Waverly antique wax and just brushed that over the wood part of the chalkboard sign and then wiped it back with a dry napkin. You can also use a wet wipe if you want to minimize the darkness and make it more of a lighter stain color. Now, if brown isn't your color and you wanted it to be more brighter or add a different color to it, you can certainly paint it the color of your choice. I'm going with a more farmhouse neutral theme here, so I wanted to keep it more on the neutral tones. So since I'm making two signs that are similar, I'm just using different wordings. I'm going to go ahead and stain the other sign as well, as I like to do with all my projects. If I am creating multiple sets, I go ahead and do the steps to all of the pieces all at once. So that way I can get that first step out of the way and move on to the next steps. So as I mentioned, I did cut out these decals from my cutting machine. This did come from another website called Love SVG. She does offer a lot of free SVGs on her website, so I want to give credit to where credit is due. So if you're looking for any cute or funny types of decals that are already made for you, she offers a lot of free designs on her website. So go check that out. I went ahead and chose that Hello Sweet Cheeks wording. I thought that was cute. And I was trying to decide how I wanted to place those beads as an accent to this piece, because I knew I wanted to embellish just a little more. But before I move on to that next step, I went ahead and burnished on this decal to this chalkboard sign, and you can paint this sign as well if you prefer, and if you're not into the whole chalkboard look. I decided to stick with that look since it is more of a farmhouse feel that I'm going after, and also the white is just a nice pop against that black color, which is perfect. And then I utilized this cute farmhouse ribbon from the Dollar Tree and just cut a piece of that ribbon and wrapped it around the top part of that wood section of this sign. Now this strand of beads came with a lot of these bead pieces, and I just took enough that would run across each of these signs. I initially was going to keep them on the strand, but I decided to separate the beads and just glue them on individually. Next thing I did, in place of the original brown jute twine, I used this sort of cream colored jute twine that came from Hobby Lobby. I didn't use the holes, I just glued them to the back side of the sign and then glued a piece of ribbon to secure the hot glue and cut off the excess. And that created a hanger for the sign. Next, I wanted to add some greenery because I felt it was too plain, it was lacking something. And what better to use on a farmhouse sign than some boxwood greenery? I took this boxwood greenery from Walmart, cut off a few sprigs, and I'm just essentially going to frame out the corner. I think that's where it needed a little bit of color and design. So I just hot glued the few pieces of greenery that I took apart and then sort of made it into that, what is it, like a sort of L shape, if you will, just enough to frame out that corner. And of course, to cover the center where the pieces meet, I did add a farmhouse ribbon, making a simple shoestring bow with a Dollartree ribbon and then knotting it with that piece of jute twine and hot gluing that down in the center of the greenery. And this was it for the first DIY. I think it came out super adorable. I can't wait to hang it up in my bathroom. Let me know what you think. Moving right along to the second DIY of the video. I'm essentially going to repeat the same steps as I did with the first sign. However, I will be using different wording. This one says the best seat in the house with this little toilet design in the corner. Again, this vinyl decal design did come from that same website, Love SVG. Again, she does offer a lot of different free SVG designs on her website, so go check her out if you're looking for something that is cute that you can use for your DIY projects. So after burnishing it on to the sign as I did with the first, I did have to sort of figure out a way how to cut around this toilet. For some reason, the way that it cut out, and when I did weed it out, it wasn't cutting out or separating in the right parts. So I did have to sort of figure out a way that would work to still have that cute design of the toilet. So I repeated the same thing as I did. I added a ribbon to the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a hanger, the greenery to the corner, and a bow. And everything is pretty much the same. I'll let you go ahead and follow along just watching this video to some music. Now, how cute are these two displayed if you were to put it together side by side? Let's get on to the last DIY of this video. I am using one of these Dollar Tree bathtub decorations. It has some cute design or wording in the front. However, I did like the style or the shape of this tub, and I wanted to create my own sign. So I flipped it over and just used the back side. It was a clean blank slate, and I just removed the staples and the jute twine hanger, and also that little sticky tag in the back. I decided to use this really cute color. It's called Duck Egg Blue by Dixie Belle, and just gave this backside a good couple coats just to cover up that brown. Then I took my decal, which I made on my Cricut, and this one is something that I created on the design space, and it just says, Alexa, clean the bathroom. I think that was so cute, especially for a bathroom, just again for that cute funny touch of bathroom humor. I also use this butterfly stickers or wall stickers that come from Dollar Tree. And I like the colors that are on these butterflies. I think they coordinate really well with the duck egg blue. And I'm going to go ahead and remove or weed my wording and then burnish that on to the tub. Once I had the decal and the stickers applied to my piece, I took this Tim Holtz Distress ink and just rubbed that lightly along the edges, just giving it a distressed finish. Also, it does help to accentuate the edges so it looks more finished, at least in my opinion. I added a few more additional stickers, and to create a hanger I used the same square wood beads that came on the strand from the previous DIYs, and I kept these on a strand, or actually on a string. So I used that same off-white colored jute twine, and I just strung on enough beads that was equal to the length or the distance of how I wanted my hanger to be. And once I had all of the beads strung on to my piece of jute, I hot glued that on to the back, and again reinforcing the parts where I put the glue with some ribbon and cutting off the excess. The last thing I did was use some Big Top to seal the paint and to secure the stickers that are on the sign. And that was it for this DIY. I really love how it came out. Super adorable. Tell me what you think in the comments down below, and give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. Thanks again to all of you for joining me today on this video and for continuing to come back, support my channel. Please leave me a thumbs up, like and comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so YouTube can notify you whenever I upload a new video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Take care.